Hello YouTube, how are you guys doing? I am doing good. I am back with part 2 of my IM Academy review. A lot of you have been asking me when I'm going to post the second part of it, and I am so excited to be filming this right now. So I am going to tell you guys what happened while inside of IM Academy and what actually made me quit. So there were 3 things that the lady who was recruiting or trying to get people to join this, IM Academy mentioned. One of them was that you do not have to know how to trade. That when you join, the educators, that's what they call them, will analyze the market and send you trade ideas. So all you need to do is copy that trade idea and paste into your brokerage that of your choice, and trade. The second point was, if you are that person that wants to trade, make your own trades, you want to learn, you don't want anybody to be trading for you, there are so many resources, and you can they had courses or modules, classes that you can watch on your own and learn how to trade. And in addition to it, the educators will be doing live market analysis. So you can join them, and from there you can see how they're doing it, and you can trade with them. So they analyze the market and they will give you the trade ideas right there live while you're seeing it, and you can use them. She did not lie. Okay guys, so first let's talk about this broker account before I get into those 3 points that I mentioned earlier. So this is the broker that I was using, and as I told you guys in my previous video, we had about 5 options to choose from. I think there were 5 if I remember correctly. And I tried to first of all research and see where these brokers are located, because I was trying to make sure that I am not funding an account that will make me lose money. I wanted to be able to get my money back should something go wrong. So anyways, or rather, I didn't want to be scammed. So I looked over all the broker accounts that we had, and none of them was in United States. We had our support group, and I asked people, okay, what are you guys using? A number of people were using this, so I used this. And these people cannot just tell you use this account, because they are also trying to protect themselves legally. They don't want to get into some kind of legal trouble, so they will tell you, oh, these are the accounts that are there, and do your due diligence. And they can give you a disclaimer and say, oh, I am using this. So it's up to you. So anyway, they had, of course, it was 24/7. You had a minimum of $500 to deposit in Bitcoins. Okay, and so like I told you guys, I looked it up, and look, here is the location. It's located somewhere in, I don't know, somewhere in the Caribbean, I believe. So when you fund your account, when you deposit money in your broker account that you've created, they also give you a demo account. I mean, they just don't give you automatically. You have to request. So when you are in your process of learning how to trade, you need to use a demo account so that you do not lose your money. So this is my demo account, because I cannot show you guys my other account. It doesn't have money. So when I funded my real account, I put $500. So the demo account, they gave me $500 fake dollars. So let's get back to the first point. That is, you don't care about knowing how to trade, and you just want to be getting the trade ideas from these guys. This is what a trade idea looks like. It consists of the currency pair that you'll be trading. In this case, it's New Zealand dollar versus the American dollar. The order type, that's whether it's a call or a put. In this idea, it was a call. Entry point and the amount of time. So once you receive your trade idea, you log into your broker account and enter it there and win or lose depending on your luck. If you're still practicing, you use your demo account. By the way, the demo account looks just like the real account. It's just for your practice. So today we will use my demo account. So on the left are the currency pairs, and selecting New Zealand dollar versus US dollar highlights it in yellow, as you can see here. To the right of the graph is the time and the amount of money that you're willing to trade. It was recommended that we trade 2%, and since I had $500, 2% is $10, and I'm going to indicate that here. The profit is what you make in addition to the $10 that you entered. In this case, it's $6. Now you want to watch this number that's changing down here. If this number changes to match the entry price shown on the trade idea, here we have 0.70251. You press the call button. Since in this trade idea, the order type is a call. It doesn't have to match exactly. That's just an example. Now let's practice. I'm going to leave the 1 minute. I'm going to change this to $2 since it's just a practice. So my profit would be $1.20. Now I'm going to select put. I'm predicting that the price will go down. So you see my entry point is 0.61098. And if at the end of 1 minute, this graph goes below my entry point, I will win it. If at the end of 1 minute, it goes above the entry point, I will lose. So you see the deadline is right there. So watch as it goes down. So you can see it's still going down, 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 and I won. Now I have $3.20. The $2 I had initially plus the profit of $1.20. So in a day, you receive a number of trade ideas from various IM Academy educators. For instance, in November 17th of 2021, I received 9 trade ideas. I want you guys to pay attention to the idea status on the far right. Out of the 9 trade ideas, 3 were won, 5 were discarded, and 1 was lost. And just because other people won doesn't mean you will win. I will explain this in my third point. So we have already seen that depending on trade ideas from someone else can be quite disappointing. You would rather lose money from your own mistake than copy somebody else's trade and lose money, especially given that you paid them some money. So IM Academy had these videos to help you learn how to trade. What we were doing was called high frequency trading. As you can see here, highlighted in red. And so what you do, you log in, click on the High Frequency Trading Academy and enroll in the classes. So they had these classes, you can see here, these are 100 level series. They go up to 200, 300, etc. So these classes, along with your demo account and the trading strategies from IM Academy, is supposedly supposed to help you, with your trading. And again, we had also some, live sessions, which I am going to get into next. So these are schedules for the live sessions, and each row you see here is for specific different educators. So this is a different educator, this is a different one, this is a different one. So some of these are training sessions, so you attend based on where you are in your classes, as you can see here. And there were several sessions throughout the week. Of course, there was none on Saturday. Market closes on Friday at 4 p.m. I don't remember if we had anything on Friday, but I know they start on Sunday. So we had training sessions that you can attend, and we had live trading sessions. You just hop in. You don't have to register or anything. You just log into your account and hop into one of those sessions and trade with them. So it's from these live sessions that I realized that this whole thing is really complicated, and this is where I started to actually do more research about this whole Academy thing. We were following, or we were attending sessions by specific educators, because those are the ones that use the strategies that we are supposed to be learning, okay? I mean, nobody forces you, but then it's suggested, so you don't come crying and saying, oh, I followed so and so and I don't understand, you know. As time goes by, you probably become independent and do your own thing. So whether you are trading on your own or joining one of the live sessions, there were two important procedures. First, go to forexfactory.com and check for news that might affect the currencies that you're going to trade. Red folders, as you can see here, represent high impact news. Orange ones are medium impact and the yellow ones are low impact. If a folder is gray, there's a bank holiday. We were advised to stay away from the red folders and of course the gray folders where the markets were closed. Secondly, you go to livecharts.co.uk to see the currency meters. So there's a lot to say about this, and because I don't want to get into a lot of details, let me just say that currency strength meters will allow you to predict whether a currency pair will trend up, down, or sideways. That way you know when to go for a call or a put. This is IM Academy's chart that was used during live sessions. This currency pair had a put score of 5 and we were told a score above 3 is good. This horizontal line is an approximate price entry point. You could enter the idea and by the end of the duration you selected, the trend has reversed and gone up and you lose. Or for the duration, you could win. So I'm going to use what's happening in this graph to illustrate my point. So maybe you had your currency pairs and you have your live educator online telling you guys, you know, how things are going to go. They have already analyzed the market and it's like, okay, the entry point is maybe here and it's a put. And maybe you have 5 minutes or maybe 1 minute. Somebody can enter here and it goes all the way down and you win right here. Or maybe you entered here and it goes, or you even entered from here. Or maybe let's say you even entered over here. And look at what happened. It goes and then when it gets here, it goes so quickly up and maybe it expires. So you can either win or lose depending on what point you entered and how many minutes you put in. So during the live sessions, I remember sometimes maybe losing 2 and winning 2, or sometimes losing 3 and winning 1, or sometimes winning 3 and losing 1. And people in there would also say how many they lost and how many they won. And I realized that, you know, it's not really 100%. So, and I was like, okay, so if this is how things are going, how are we going to make money? Another thing that I noticed during the live sessions was that, you know, the educators will come there and psych us up. There was this lady that was always just saying, you know, she'll come in and be like, let's go, guys, it's going down. And it should be, you know, doing all those screams, going down, and suddenly it goes up. And then she'll be like, wait, no, it's going to go down. When it goes up, some people have already lost. And then eventually, at the end, it might have gone down. But not everybody that was in there won. Some people lost. Meanwhile, we had our Telegram support group called ABC Millionaire Club. I'm not going to say the name. It consisted of 130 members. And I think some of them were outside the country. With that number of members, you don't expect to get that much attention. We met on the weekends for question and answer. And also, this is where we got consolation for the losses. They will be like, one of our educators lost today, and that, you know, sometimes we lose, blah, blah, blah. And I remember accepting the fact. And in that group, people were posting, you know, their earnings from the trades, how much they made, and all that stuff. And sometimes somebody posts and they made $500 or $1,000, $800. And, I'm there with my $5 or $8 that I made. And I'm asking myself, there has to be more. There's something else that does not make sense. So I decided to go online. This was my 3rd month. I decided to go online and research more about this company, because at that point I was in between quitting and not quitting. I was telling myself, okay, I cannot quit. I have put in 3 months and I should make my money back. Remember, I was told I will make my money, and I want to make my money. I do not want to lose my money. So I decided to go online and, research. And my fears were confirmed. So that's when I was like, I have to quit. So inside my account, I went into the IBO handbook. IBO stands for Independent Business Owner, such as the lady that recruited us. So I wanted to know more about these people. So I went to this, and I was just reading through it. And then I found this: protect yourself and the house. Learn how to stay protected at events and on live sessions. So here are the don'ts and do's. Don't say signal, say trade ideas. That's what they call them. Don't say get in now. Say great trade idea. You can choose to get in or not. So like I was telling you, that they give it out there so that it's your choice. So you get in and you lose, that's your problem. What point you get in, what point you get out is your problem. You can lose, you can win. It's your luck. Don't say traders, say educators. That's what they called themselves. Never show profits, dollar amounts, percentages, etc. Show those. Never recommend a broker. Say some students like. Remember what I told you about the broker? We had a list of brokers, and they'll just be like, oh, some people are using this, blah, blah. It's up to you to choose for yourself. And then there's this. I'm not going to get into that. To posting pips or note profits. So they tell them do not post profits on social media. Of course, in our group, we were able to see, of course, they post their stuff within our group that we were in. So you can tell, somebody got $80, somebody made $500 today, blah, blah, blah. Income claims. Again, members are prohibited from making any income claims on social media or at events. This is why the info session, you would just be so hungry for more. You want to know more information, but they are not supposed to make these claims because they are protecting themselves. Then what else? They're not supposed to sell their trade ideas. And then more information, they have this link that you can go into. And then we had IBOs have to pay this, money a month to qualify for commissions. So if they don't pay their monthly payments, they don't get paid their commissions. And then we had the 2 and free thing that I told you guys. In order not to pay the monthly $270 something a month, recruit 2 people. And then from there, you will be there for free, which would be good. But then for me, I really did not want to recruit somebody if I myself is not seeing a potential in the thing. So I did not recruit somebody. For the whole 3 months, I was just testing it for myself to see how this thing goes. If it doesn't go good, I didn't want to involve anybody and make anybody lose money. Okay? I didn't want to live with that guilt. Okay, guys. So once I discovered that this whole thing is a game and the best player wins, I decided to go online and search how they pay their IBOs. So I go online, I search for their income disclosure, and this is what I found. So I'm not going to read all this. If you want to read it for yourself. But I'm just going to tell you that in 12 months, so these are income that IML or commissions that IML sent to their independent business owners in a year, total income in a year. So look at this, 0.05% of IBOs in this company earned more than $1 million a year. Again, another 0.04% earned more than $300,000 a year. Another 0.12 earned $150,000 a year. But the sad part is that, look at this number, 67% of the company's IBOs earned less than $500 in a year. And this income disclosure is only for the people that are running businesses. It does not include us, some of the regular people like me who were not running a business but were just a regular customer. So in addition to, if you were in here, in addition, these people probably they don't even trade. They make enough money. Why would they even go trading? They just make their money selling wherever these products are. Okay, I'm going to read. You guys will read all these things for yourself, but I am just going to read this down here. Success with IML results only from successful sales efforts, which require hard work, diligence, skill, persistence, competence, and leadership. It requires a lot. Your success will depend upon how well you exercise these qualities. And there's something else here. This document has been created for US IBO only. That's another thing. And you might be wondering why such a big difference in earnings by these IBOs. This is because there are ranks within these IBOs. So depending on the rank that you are, you earn based on that. So even though these guys are not allowed to make income claims, they find a way somehow to technically make income claims. For example, there was this person in the Telegram group who sent a screenshot of how much money he or she sends to their mom in Kenya. The person claimed that their mom lives comfortably thanks to this IM Academy. I thought either this must be someone who has some projects in Kenya and just sends money to get them done, or it's possible that they sent their mother that much money in a month. Who knows? They could be the ones earning $1 million a year. I also found out that this company was sued in 2018 by, you can see September 2018, by the American Commodity Futures Trading Commission, and they agreed to pay a settlement, as you can see here. Now I'm going to tell you a few other things that I noticed while in this program. Use of God, God's name. Okay, so I believe in God, don't get me wrong, but it went something like this. Oh, so, guys, God gave me this opportunity. I would not be a nice person if I didn't share with you the opportunity. In this case is the IM Academy and the resources that will enable people to make money. Okay, God gave the opportunity to me. Why would I not share? And really, it's God. And even during the info session that I attended, I remember it was just full of God. Okay, and I have no problem with God. What I am saying is, I feel like if you have to use God for every little thing in a thing that you're selling, there's no substance. It's all about feelings and emotional appeal to me. So, once a friend of mine told me, people have been killed in the name of Jesus. I remember even the Telegram support group that we had, one of the people, was not feeling good, and sent a message there saying, I am not feeling good, and lately I have been under attack. Okay, and everybody will be like, the devil is a liar, all that. So it kind of came across as something is targeting. For what reason? I don't know. We all get sick every day, but it now brings another aspect, a spiritual aspect, into this whole thing. So I was just reading those messages and hearing everything that's going on. In my head, I was like, we are going to be killed in the name of Jesus. So I decided to quit. As soon as I quit, I had so much peace. I was so much at peace with my decision. I was just so happy that I quit. What I would tell anybody is, I'm not discouraging anybody from joining it. If you want to join it, it's up to you. I'm just giving you the information that you need. It might work for you. It did not work for me.